Hello, 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 and welcome to Pink Table Talk. I am so excited to have you here, my friend. So excited.
Hello.
Hello. Well, I am excited because you guys, for the first time to the GOF family, are being introduced to one of my newer friends we met last summer. Next month will be 1 year. Isn't that crazy? It was my first time getting on a flight post-COVID. And we jumped over to Texas at this special retreat event for leaders in our company and met the beautiful Christy Bigham, who we played around at the pool and discussed tech. I love you because you love tech. So please welcome my friend Christy Bigham. You can follow her on Instagram at Christy Big. I love that. What a perfect name for business.
Go big or go home, right?
Go big or go home. So we're going to jump right in. You guys know how this works. If you are a frequent viewer, if this is your first time to the Pink Table Talk, I get 3 questions and 3 questions only. And then there's one surprise question at the end that Christy does not even know that I'll be asking her. And we're going to share her favorite product, which you'll get deals and specials on today for shopping. And we'll do a giveaway at the end. And so the more you comment, the bigger chances you get of being one of our clients who wins a giveaway tonight. So let's jump right in and start with the very first question we have, which is to introduce you to everyone. Who is Christy Bigham? Who are you?
Well, what a question that is. Hello, Girls on Fire family. So glad to be with you from Texas. So who is Christy Bigham? Well, I was born in a small town and left that small town to go to college in Lubbock, Texas. I went to Texas Tech University. Get your guns up if y'all don't know Texas Tech. If you know Jan Thetford in the Mary Kay world, she always puts her
Yes. I didn't know that's what it was from.
Yes, she's from Lubbock, Texas as well. In fact, Jan and I are sorority sisters, but she's older than me, and we are not in the same Mary Kay family. So it's kind of funny. She could have recruited me back when I was in college, but she didn't. So I just say, well, you missed out on that, Jan. But anyway, Lubbock, Texas, and I went to Tech, and I got my degree in public relations. And I thought, y'all, that a public relations degree meant that you got to do what I'm doing right now. You got to talk to the public. That's what I thought it meant. Well, it doesn't. It doesn't. Public relations means that you plan for the really bad stuff and you are ready to conquer the problems of a corporation or a bank or a business, when something bad happens. Well, that's no fun. Who wants to do that, right? So after I got my degree, my first job was at the hospital here in town, and I got a job doing fundraising for the hospital. Oh my goodness. You want to know what I made with a college degree? My first job out of college? Take a wild guess, Bree. What do you think my starting salary was?
I don't know. With the cost of student loans, I would hope it'd be about 50 grand to help pay for student loans.
Are you ready? $16,000 a year with a college degree. I made more money waiting tables at Outback Steakhouse when I was in college. It was so bad. But that was my first job. I took it, asked for raises along the way, and I was there 5 years. But when I was there, they had layoffs in those 5 years, and I found myself without a job. And that's when I got into my own business, and I'm so glad God had a plan for me. But so Texas Tech, and then I also am now a mom years later, 22 years later. I'm a mom of 2. One is a 17-year-old daughter, just a few months from 18. She's so excited. She cannot wait. And the other is a 13-year-old handsome young man named Grady. And then Madison is my daughter, and a wife to a wonderful man who works his own entrepreneurial business too. In fact, he's upstairs right now, right above us. He's in our room, and he's broadcasting to his team right now. And Madison, my daughter, is broadcasting, doing some makeovers in the other room. So
it's like a new studio there. Everybody's broadcasting from different rooms of the house.
I know. It's crazy. And we have to get enough bandwidth where we all can be on at the same time. It can get a little scary if we suck the bandwidth out of the house. But anyway, and now one more thing that I think is so important people should know is I'm a daughter of a Parkinson's mama. My mama has Parkinson's, and my daddy passed from cancer back when Madison was 2. And so I'm her caregiver. Not that she stays with me. She has caregivers around the clock at her home, but I'm the one that manages all that chaos, because trust me, it's a lot of chaos. But it is so great that I get to be all things to all people and have a whole lot of fun being an entrepreneur too. So that's Christy Bigham.
I love it. I love it. And you guys, she's of course being super, super modest. Christy Big is kind of a really big deal in Mary Kay also. As one of my Mary Kay girlfriends, I love your heart. I love your authenticity. I love how humble and modest you are too. You are a leader of leaders, and just it's been so much fun to get to know you and how your brain works. And can't wait for Madison to turn 18 and be an entrepreneur also and join the family biz there.
Absolutely. I should show y'all in a minute when we're through chatting. I should walk y'all into the office.
Yes.
See, she's got the green screen behind her, and she's running my spa suites tonight while I'm chatting with you guys. So
I love it. Oh, that's perfect, because we're going to talk about the spa suites and our $1,000 giveaway. So when I'm talking about that, you can be running through the house in the background.
Awesome. Yeah.
That will be perfect. That will be perfect. Okay, so we have a lot of different women, different areas here that watch. We've got a lot, of course, Mary Kay consultants and directors that watch our show, but also our clients. And some are entrepreneurs, corporate America, work, stay-at-home moms, and here comes the babies. I swear I locked the door. All the babies, all the nieces are running through the house right at the perfect time. So my question for you is, what is the biggest obstacle that you've noticed women face as entrepreneurs? Because you are a coach. A big chunk of your job that you do in our company is that you are a coach of leaders and a coach of female entrepreneurs. So what is the biggest obstacle? One of the most common ones you see pop up, and how do you coach them to overcome it? What is your advice to overcome that obstacle, whatever it is?
I think the biggest obstacle is that women either have always been used to being all things to all people, that the roles that women play. And I'm not saying all women play these same roles, but there's the general roles that we play. We play cook of the house sometimes. I don't cook, but we sometimes cook. We sometimes pick up kids from school. We're the ones that do the wedding showers and the baby showers for families and friends. We're the ones that plan the vacations. We're the ones that make sure that the house is clean. We wear all these hats. And I think the biggest obstacle is women don't realize that they can delegate so many of these things out, and they can put that time into something else, and they can pay somebody a really nice little income that somebody probably needs to take care of those things. I know when I started, Rick and I were newlyweds. I started about 10 days working my business before we married. And so all he's ever known is that his wife is an entrepreneur. He's never known anything different. And I took advice right from the beginning to get a housekeeper. And that's the first thing I started with, just, maybe once or twice a month. And then I went to once a week. And now I'm at twice a week with a housekeeper. And then we would work in the yard together. Well, now we're both so busy, we hire someone to do the yard. It's those things. I think women, they just don't realize that they can delegate it out. I mean, I'll give you another example. My 13-year-old, he started watching the show with Gordon Ramsay. Y'all may know the show, Next Level Chef. Okay, I had never watched Gordon Ramsay.
My daughter loves all the cooking shows.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's a lady from Lubbock, Texas named Angie Reagan. That's where I'm from. And she was one of my daughter's photography mentors. And she went into being a chef. And she got to be on the show. So our whole family got to where we watched the show. And my son was like, I think that looks fun. I think I'd like to learn to cook like that. And I was like, son, I don't have time to teach you how to cook. I know how to cook, but I do not have time. And so we ordered the HelloFresh. I had done that years ago, and we ordered HelloFresh. I said, I will show you how to do 2 of them. And then after that, it is your job. And
That's genius.
Twice a week, that is his job. Where Madison and we're broadcasting and Rick is broadcasting, his job twice a week is to cook us a home-cooked meal. So that's what I'm talking about. Women do not have to do it all. They can find ways to delegate it out. And it may start with just little pieces, like the housekeeper once a month. And then it grows as your entrepreneurial business grows. The things that you can delegate out can grow as well. And
I mean, your example you just gave is perfect. It doesn't always have to be someone you pay either. And do you feel that as a mom, that delegating to within your household, that it has some benefits too for your kids? I mean, like him learning to cook and take the responsibility for it.
Oh my goodness, friends, I cannot tell y'all how much just this last year, not just watching him, but let's go back to Madison for a minute. You know, she's almost 18 and she's grown up in my Mary Kay world. I cannot tell you the things that she has learned. When I watch this 17-year-old with other juniors in high school, and the things that my 17-year-old thinks about are totally different than what other 17-year-olds think about. Others are thinking about boys and crazy and drama, and she is thinking about business. When she gets home from school, she wants to get in the office, and because I pay her too, you know, she's one of my assistants too. She wants to get in the office. She wants to make some money. She wants to move the business along and make something happen. And so when you teach kids and give them a job in your household, it just gives them confidence. It's given her a place to belong. The Mary Kay world has become her cup that is filled. Whereas at school, sometimes the cup is not filled because it's drama, drama, drama. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so, yes, teaching those kids to have a part, it pays dividends, I'm hoping, for the rest of my life.
Yes. You know, I always feel like we do our children a disservice when we don't give them enough responsibility. The goal is that they become self-sufficient, happy adults. They're only a child for a short period of time. They're going to spend most of their life as an adult. And so things like delegating and teaching them responsibility. Our boys, one of our sons, he's graduating in 3 weeks from a culinary charter school, culinary arts. And I mean, all of our kids have always have cooking nights. And same as you, I read the first chapter of Mary Kay's autobiography when I first started. It came in my kit and it said to find housekeeper. First thing I did, I was like, that aligns with my values. And my father always told me he would get so happy paying bills. He would be writing checks every Saturday, a Saturday morning. He'd write all the checks and fold all the bills in with the checks and seal the envelopes and put his stamp on it. And it brought him so much joy. And, you know, growing up, you see the sitcoms and the shows and everybody's always upset when they're grouchy when they're paying bills. And I would ask my dad, why does it make you happy to pay bills? He said, every single one of these envelopes mean I'm helping employ somebody. I'm helping support somebody else's family by paying a bill, by paying for it. And so when we hire housekeepers or gardeners or things to do the things so we can spend time in things that bring us joy, we're helping another family too.
That's right.
Which makes it different.
It's so true. And think about it, this past couple of years, how many people needed another way to make income? And when the rest of the world was shut down, my yard boy was still being paid because he needed the income and I needed the help because I was still working virtually, right? And so, yes, especially during this last year, it was so fun to be able to still do all those things.
Do all the things because we had a record-breaking 2 years.
Yes,
Record-breaking 2 years. All right, so we're going to take a break on the interview and we're going to go to Christy's top product, your top pick of the day. So tell everybody, what did you choose for your top pick of the day?
Okay, I chose the new Clinical Solution Hyaluronic Acid plus Ceramide Hydrator.
The longest name ever.
Booster. Okay, so here's why I love it. Number one, anytime we see Clinical Solutions on a Mary Kay product line, we know that it is the medical day spa level grade products. Mm-hmm. And y'all, I do know a few things about medical day spas. That mother of mine who has Parkinson's, she likes to go to medical day spas and get like invasive things done. And so I'm always her driver. So I'm always checking out the shelves of all the things they have to sell. And let me tell you what, it's overwhelming at a medical day spa. You see all these things and you're like, I wouldn't even know what to pick. And so I'm so excited that Mary Kay has Clinical Solutions because we, as your beauty consultant, we get to take the guess out of what you should use. You have your own beauty advisor to help you. So the reason I like this product, hyaluronic acid works from underneath the skin surface to go deep at the lower molecular level to plump and to hydrate the skin from within. And then it also has a top layer, a higher molecular level that hydrates and plumps from the outside. We know the science. I'm a science girl. I used to be a pharmaceutical rep, by the way. I didn't tell y'all that.
Right. I forgot about you. Of course, you have to be beautiful, be a pharmaceutical rep, and smart, and you're both.
And so I've always been big on the science. And if you read the science about hyaluronic acid, it is not a joke. It does great stuff for your skin, and it's important to add it. And so I love that just for $38, our customers can add this powerful booster that's pure hyaluronic acid plus ceramide, very singleized individual ingredients to go in and do its thing. And y'all, I can see a difference the second I put it on. I remember when I first started wearing it, I go work out in the mornings and I have a trainer that helps me work out. And she and I talk all the time. We're like friends. And I'm lifting my weights and I'm pumping. And I had put it on and I'm looking in the mirror and I was like, Elizabeth, do you see my skin? Do you see this? That stuff works. Look at my skin. She's like, yes, Christy. I mean, I'm telling you, I can tell a difference. And I've been using great products, Mary Kay, since I was 24. So sometimes when we bring out something new, I think we're already using good stuff. We're not going to get the dramatic change that the lady that's not been using good stuff might get. Oh my goodness. But
it's like liquid gold.
It is.
It is like liquid gold, even for oily skin. So it's funny, my girlfriend Latrice just commented. I was like, but I have oily skin, so I don't think I'm going to use that because that's a hydrating product. She's like, you have to use it. So me and my sister have been on it. Even with oily skin, it hydrates without adding. I feel like I need way less moisturizer than ever before with this. But it's so thin. It's not a thick, oily based product. It's so good.
It's amazing.
So good. Okay. So here's the deal of the day. All of our customers know I have a customer who's on Joyce. She shows up every Pink Table Talk just to get the deal of the day. And so here's the deal of the day. You get the hyaluronic acid plus ceramide. Whew, it's a long name. It has a partner, the resveratrol. The resveratrol, vitamin C plus resveratrol is amazing. It helps with wrinkles and lines. You got both. So it's got a buddy, it's got a partner. So when you get the hyaluronic acid plus ceramide hydrator for $38 today, you're going to get your resveratrol for $20.
That's
so
a good
one. Get its buddy. It's like Batman and Rama, the dynamic duo. You need both. You'll get that for just $20. So if you want tonight's deal, make sure you drop I want it in the comments so your consultant see, or just text your consultant directly and say, I want the deal. I want that stuff. I want the booster. These are our beauty boosters. These are our clinical solutions, our med spa beauty boosters. And so just let her know you want the beauty booster deal. That way, even if she's not on watching live tonight, she misses your comment, she'll know that she's going to ship that out and get that out to your deliver it right away. Okay, back to our interview, our last question. And I had to think long and hard to see what question did I really want to close with you, because all these questions are always unique. I never have asked a guest the same 3 questions. They're always different based on what I know about you and what I want people to know about you, what I want my people, our customers, our clients, our consultants to know about you. So what is the best advice for a working mom or an entrepreneur that you have to keep harmony? Because people are always looking for balance. And I hate the word balance because I come from a legal background and I think of the scales, the justice, the blindfold, not everything in our life. I don't want to work out as often as I want to sleep, but it doesn't mean that I don't need both, right? And so what's your best advice for someone who is an entrepreneur or a working mom to achieve harmony? Because you've definitely done that, or your incredible, beautiful daughter would not want to follow in your footsteps.
Well, I would say 2 things, Brie. I would say 1, what I already spoke of, get help, start small, but then let the help you need graduate as you graduate. I think that's enough said about that. Very important. But the other thing that I think really helps me is to schedule when I'm going to do my big things, where it's like clockwork. If I'm always saying, well, I can do that then, or sure, I can do an appointment with you tomorrow. And if I'm always grabbing at different days, I don't have harmony. If I don't have harmony, I can't plan other things for my family. So I try to plan, for example, Monday nights are the nights that I do in-person makeovers and appointments. And then I also do them on Saturday mornings. Those are the 2. That's when I always offer it to my clients. Of course, if they couldn't do one of those, then I would possibly open up another opportunity, but it only happens once in a blue moon if I do that. So 2 times for live appointments. Then Tuesday nights tonight are always the nights I do my virtual. Madison is in there doing those right now. And so it's always Tuesday nights. If I'm handing out a packet of samples somewhere, I say, what are you doing Tuesday night? And if they can't do Tuesday night, then I'll open up another option. And then the same things with the other things that are important to keep my business going. Booking appointments are important to get my business going. So Tuesdays at lunch are when I book, and I invite people to come book appointments with me. So Tuesdays at lunch and Wednesday evenings are my 2 booking times. And so it's like clockwork. I don't ever have to think. And that way, when, let's say, Grady, my son, has a tennis tournament, well, sometimes they're on Saturday mornings. Well, I do makeovers on Saturday mornings. So as soon as I find out there's a tennis tournament, then I just get someone to take my place. But they know that that's the day. I don't have to say, oh, would you take my place on, Sunday afternoon? No, they know that they might need to take my place on that Saturday. And so I can then tell my husband, yes, we get to go out to dinner as a family. Because remember, I don't cook. We get to go out to dinner as a family on Wednesday nights and Thursday nights and Friday nights. But he knows we're eating at home on Monday night and Tuesday night and Saturday for lunch. And so planning those things and staying consistent year round really helps me.
And I think that's true even if you don't have a job. I mean, because we do all the things, we juggle all the things. And if we're not consistent and making sure the big rocks, like you said, go in first.
Yeah, and I didn't even mention like the sweet mom that I have has Parkinson's. I know that I'm so go. I might not ever really get to spend the quality time with her unless I make it a priority. And so our day is Friday. Every Friday, we either get our nails done or I take her shopping or I just help her in her house. And my friends who work with me, they know Friday's Christy's with mom.
I love that. I love that. Oh, okay. So now we're going to,
while you're finishing, you keep talking.
Okay, we're going to talk about our 100-second dates here that we've got. And I love it because Christy and I met in April, didn't meet in April. In April, we were together and I told her about the Spa Suites idea. So I love it. It's perfect that her night for Spa Suites is tonight. Ours is on Thursday night, this Thursday at 4:30. Look at her. Oh, I got to stop screen sharing so that I can show you guys her. She's so cute. She's literally got the green screen and everything. Yeah. It's like a whole broadcast studio. So as a client, you get entered into our $1,000 cash giveaway. And we are coming up on the last 5 weeks of this promotion. Me and my girlfriends have literally put in cash. $1,000 will be given away. $500 to the winning client and $500 to her consultant. You do not want to miss out on this. And so the way you get in is by joining us on our Spa Suites Thursday nights or Saturday, or booking a private in-person or video appointment with your consultant. And we've got several different options for you. Some of the options include a spa facial. If you've never done the spa facial, that's the one you want to start with. The spa facial is, you're going to see the biggest, fastest results. It's the quickest one. As far as like the one that you get it and you are like, yes, I can see the quickest, fastest results. Then we've got our Hydra session, which has our Korean beauty boosters, our mask, a multi-masking experience for clarifying your pores, but also lifting and firming and hydrating. We've got our glam session. And I love the picture of our glam session because that is Mary Kay independent beauty consultant and makeup artist, professional makeup artist, Jovan. And she does some incredible looks. And we use a lot of her looks as before and afters. So you're going to get to update your look, learn highlighting and contouring for the shape of your face. And then we've got our foot fantasy. This is your at-home DIY mani-pedi session. And so which of these do you need more in your life? You're like, oh, I've got crusty, rusty toes, Bree. My toes need some help so bad. Help me today. Or do you need some hydrating? Do we need to update your look? Are you still wearing the 90s look? And so now it's finally coming back around, but you missed all the updates in between. If it's time to update your image, make sure you let us know because we are going to really be cranking it up. You get a self-care kit sent to your home for free, and then you get to join us in your PJs with your favorite drink to sip on while we do our spa suites. All right, so we've got our last question for you, and I didn't tell you this one in advance because this one is always the surprise question. Christy, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, so what I have found is there are 5 reasons why, typically 5 main reasons after doing this for 22 years, why women decide to join Mary Kay and start their own Mary Kay business. And I have found it's either for the freedom, so they can really design their life, have lots of choices and options. It's for the advancement, being able to move up at your own pace, being mentored in leadership development and strategy, with which women are craving and hungry for. The adventure, having new fun experiences that provide personal growth in a great environment. Is it the connecting with a tribe of positive women in a culture that promotes empowering each other? Or the security of having a solid plan B, additional income, building your savings with an established company? Which of these work for you? Why did you say yes to starting your own Mary Kay business?
I tell you, it was the advancement. You remember I made $16,000 a year, my college degree, remember? And when I heard, this is what I heard that day, Christy, there are women who make over $100,000 a year in Mary Kay, and I was started at 16,000, and by the time I left there, I was still only at like 30,000 a year with a college degree. And my little girl dream was always to make over $100,000 a year. That was my dream. I thought, okay, that's the number. And in a small community, there's not many jobs that pay $100,000 a year unless you're a doctor or a lawyer, maybe. And I don't want to do either of those things. And so when I heard that number, I was like, okay, I'm willing to try it. I still didn't know if I'd be good at it, but I said, I'm willing to try it. And friends, after that baby girl who's now 18, after I left corporate America, my pharmaceutical job, that was the year when she left. I mean, when I left, and she was not even a year old yet. That was the first year that I did do 100,000. And so it was advancement for me, girl.
Is moving up. I'm losing my sunlight here. I'm losing my sunlight. I don't know why I didn't pack my ring light. Okay, well, it is giveaway time. Drop in the comments. What was the best thing you heard? What part of Chrissy's story that she shared today did you just love? We get to draw from one of our guests who has been chatting. I love the chattier you are, the bigger chances you have of winning. And so today's winner is none other than this beautiful guest, Justina Hardwick. Congratulations. You win a special moisture renewing gel mask. Since we've been talking about hydrating, you are going to get a mini mask. So make sure you text your consultant, let her know you were tonight's winner so that we can get that out for you. So excited. Thank you all for joining. Thank you for supporting our small businesses. It makes such a difference when you choose to shop small, when you choose to support a real woman in your community, in our community here, that it has worked. Especially through this pandemic, I think people are more interested in supporting companies who care and give back and who are small business owners. And we hit both of those spots. So thank you so much, my beautiful friend. I am so excited, so excited to watch how you finish. Our fiscal year ends in a month. We've got big goals in the next 5 weeks, and we are cheering you all the way across the finish line. Thank you for joining us. To all of our guests, make sure you text your consultant, let her know that you were on, because she is going to send you a link to do a feedback survey, and you'll automatically get a free gift. If you weren't Justina, if you weren't one of our giveaway winners tonight, you still have a chance to automatically get a free gift, and Justina, you can too. So make sure that you text for our survey. It's peekintopink.com, and the survey will be right there for you. Have a good night, ladies. Good night. Thanks for joining us.